I need to say it is written in the every Erasmus Plus manual, but it's not evident that internal evaluation is very important as a part of the development of the international intellectual output. Evaluation is important ingredient of the results and the project as a whole. So why we are doing evaluation? Because this is good overview what people feel about your product. You need to ask them, and based on that, you know, feedback, you will improve your either intellectual output at the end or either the project at the end. So this evaluation should be, you know, every time integrated in every intellectual output. You probably already know that circle, plan, do, check, act. If we will apply it in the project, we will say that at the beginning you will develop something, then you will implement, and then you will get feedback on that, and then you will update what you planned. And then you do again. So this is very important fourth step, and I will explain now in the examples of the approved project. So this is the project mindset, and this is the part of the intellectual output when we are developing educational program. And if you know here, plan, so develop, implement, feedback, update, you can see in the first two sector activities, we develop it. So that was European survey of current available training and consolidated report. So we develop something. Then we implement. So we develop model structures and develop educational content, but then we need the feedback. So we have interviews with the experienced people in this matter. So 2 experts in every country, and based on that, we update and create educational program. So we can see the same thing in every intellectual output. If you can go the similar, let's say we have the training and the LTTs, you can do the same. About evaluation at the beginning again, developing the training and developing of the lessons. So here we are developing our thing. And then we will try to implement in the pilot testing, and while we'll implement, we will also get the feedback on them. You can see here pilot testing, feedback, improvement, and again, you will do the improvement of the training program. So every time, whatever you will do, try to implement this. Plan, do, check, act. That would be very beneficial for you. And this is again structure. This is again persuasion framework. So we develop this is for you to really understand how this can be done, and it's much easier to do it that way when you know what you need to do. So this is just the steps. So follow the steps without having the problem about that. Okay, so at the end, you will also need to do the evaluation of the project impact. So it is very important to know that, you know, at the end of the project, you will need to also describe the impact. So one specific section of the key action 2 is what kind of impact your project will have on the target group. So you will need to know what will be at the end after 2 years impact. So it is important before the implementation to do some kind of pre-test. Let's say that you will develop the project where you promise 3 times faster reading of the people who will go onto your seminar. So you need to do at the beginning pre-test. What is the current level of the reading speed? And after the project implementation, you will do the post-test and say, our project really do that impact, because 95% of our attendees now is reading 3.5 times quicker than before. So without that evaluation included in your project, you cannot do your final report. in your final report, you will need to describe your impact with physical evidences. You know, you need to have the evidence. So don't forget about the evaluation before start of implementation and, you know, post-test for the final report.